Good morning, YouTube world. It's Lynn from Western Australia. After the 62nd day that we had on Saturday, I had a lot, or not a lot, but a few requests for me to do a video on a lot more of my orchids. So we're going to get up close and personal with just a few things. I might just do a couple of 10-minute videos and post them sort of consecutive days. But first I'm going to go over this little table of goodies, because these are either my latest purchases or ones that I've won at raffles or door prizes. So this one here, I got this last week at a home visit, and it's Phalaenopsis sumatrana. So it's a species orchid, and I got it for a very good price. I think I paid, well, I don't know, maybe $12 for it. It's got 2 spikes, and I believe it's a sequential bloomer, so I'm not going to remove those, and hopefully it will bloom for me very soon. This little one was a raffle prize at our first meeting of the year in January at although it was an orchid meeting, a committee meeting, it was held at someone's house, so that was nice. It was a barbecue, and it's an Encyclia Tropical Bees Yellow, and it's fragrant, crossed by itself. So that was a freebie. That's a goner. That one just died, unfortunately. It was a species Violacea. This one, another home visit this last week. Actually, I got this in the same place from the same person that I bought the sumatrana, and this is Encyclia ciliare. I did actually have one which I bought, and it was mislabeled, so I had no idea what this other one was. And then after I bought this one, I sold the other one, but it's got this really pretty white flower, and it's green. It's going a bit yellow now because it's at the end of its flowering spell, but I love it, and I think I paid $25 for that, which I was happy to pay for because it's a specimen size plant. This one down here, I mentioned this in my 62nd video the other day, and I couldn't find it, if you remember rightly. I'm trying to find the viewfinder now so we can read the label. I'll read it out for you because I can't focus on that. It's an RLC Pamela Hetherington by Trudy Baker by Dream Trader, Darch. The Darch is where it was born, probably. It's also crossed with RLC Dorothy Duritz Sandy, and this is from Easy Grow, our orchid nursery in Perth, and that's in Darch, and that's why he calls a lot of his, or why he puts the name Darch on a lot of his orchids. I'm just trying to remember. Oh, this one was a raffle prize, and this is the one I couldn't find the other day on Saturday to show you, because I chucked it in the shade house because we were going to have that 40-degree heat. And just mentioning heat, it's like a beautiful, well, coming into autumn day today. It's probably going to get around 30 degrees. It's quite still out here at the moment, and normally it's a bit breezy in my backyard, which is great for my plants. Lots of shade today, which is good. Well, not so good for the orchids because they need a bit more light. Anyway, getting on with the plants. This one is Dendrobium stratiotes by Den. Oh God, this is a hard one. Bicavatum. And I paid $12 for that one at a species home visit yesterday, and it's how do I describe the flowers? It's like the antelope flowers that you get on some dendrobiums. He had 2 in flower, but I got this one, and that was $12, so that was a bargain. I have to show you these little items I got at a local store. And you'll see these hanging up everywhere now in my shade house, and these little pots. And I got these and I've got about a dozen or more of them, because all my little tiny pots, and this is a good example that I've got on my shelf, every time I water, over they go. They get knocked over and I have to repot every time I water at least 2 or 3 plants. So by sitting that in there and hanging it, I'm not going to knock it over anymore, and it gives it beautiful drainage as well. So I'm very pleased with myself for doing those. On Saturday morning I went to a garden show. There was orchids and lots of other plants, and I bought this because I love irises, and I'm starting to get into them at the moment. This one is called Pink Champagne. It won't stand up, silly iris. It's called Pink Champagne, and I'm about to pop that up. So I don't know if it will flower this year for me, but I'm hoping it will. I'm just trying to hydrate it a little bit. And over here I bought these two quite recently. This one I bought when the price went down because I wasn't going to pay full price for it. It's a pretty little pink mini fowl, because I love the mini fowls. I just adore them. I'm trying to get it in frame. I'm hopeless, aren't I? Yeah, so it's sort of come to the end of its flowering really, and I got it for $7. But I've put it in waterculture, and the roots are actually doing extremely well. Now I'm hoping Sam will watch this video, because I need help with this one. Now this one I paid full price for, and the only reason I did it was just because I adored the flowers, and I thought I'd put it in full waterculture, and I really love the flowers on this one, but it's dumped its roots. So Sam, if you're watching, can you give me some advice, please? Get in frame, roots, get in frame. Can't find them. Oh, if I put them there. So there's 2 live roots there, the rest have gone. Here we go, that's a better shot. Help, Sam, please help. I know that some of them do dump their roots when you first go over to waterculture, and then they start putting out new roots, and I'm hoping that's what this will do. It's got a good aerial root there. It's got a couple of aerial roots, but I can't see any nubbins starting to form yet, but it's very early days. So any feedback from you waterculture people out there, I'd be very grateful. Okay, and at my Orchid Society meeting I bought some trisodium phosphate. This is what most people in this society use for sterilising instruments, cutting tools, etc. So I'm going to give that a go. Normally I flame, but I thought, oh, I have like a dozen pair of scissors, and standing there flaming them after each cut, it takes time, so I'm going to start soaking and flaming. And this one I bought at the species, no I didn't, this was a cutting I was given. It's an Indian rope Hoya, and it's a very large cutting, and I've already given 3 pieces away off this cutting to other society members that were there. So I'm going to try and propagate that, because I love Hoyas. And talking of Hoyas, we're going to go now to quite a large specimen, and this, oh, it's pretty dark, I don't know if you can see it. I might go around the back. Yeah, we've got a little bit of dappled sunlight there. This is all cuttings, so that's the top going down to the basket. That's all cuttings in there, and this year's the first time it's bloomed for me. It's just the Carnosa type Hoya, but I've got quite a lot of blooms. Don't know if you can see that. The sun plays havoc here. It's either too shady or too sunny. So there's Hoya Carnosa. So the chap who gave me, there's another bud there. I don't know if you can see that. It's just about to open. The guy who gave me the Indian rope one, I'm going to get him some cuttings from this and some from others. There's probably 2 or 3 different types in here anyway, in this basket. And while I'm in this area, This is, oh God, what do you call it? I'm having an aged moment. I'm always having aged moments. It's a, Rachel will know what it is.